Hey everyone, Mike with OneTut.net here, and today brings the fourth video in our series where I'm going to teach you guys what the emphasis tags, the strong tags, and horizontal rules are in HTML, so let's get started. Inside of our folder that we have created from the past couple of videos, we're going to create a new folder once again. We're going to call it 3-basic text 2. Now let's open up our text editor. And you can see we still have our document from the last video open, but we're going to create a new one again. And we're going to call it index.html like we usually do. And instead of copying and pasting this time, we're going to start fresh to refresh your guys' memory. So let's start off. Now remember, we start off with a doc type. It's the only thing that's outside of the HTML tags. And we're going to use a doc type HTML, which is standard for HTML5, and we're going to create our HTML tags, open and close. Remember, we put a header, close the header, and just for the fun of it, let's add a title and put this is basic text 2. We can close this title. Now we're going to create our, remember, body of the page, and this is everything that goes inside of the web browser itself. So let's tab in to keep everything semantic, and we're going to create a paragraph to start out with. We're going to create 2 paragraphs actually. Let's call this these first 3 words have, now let's call it these first 3 words are wrapped in the EM tag. Close our paragraph, remember. Let's jump down to the next line, create another paragraph, and type these first 3 words are wrapped in the strong tag. Close the paragraph. Now save, and then we're going to open it up in the web page. And you can see that there's only just 2 basic paragraphs. That's the only thing displayed on the page. Now is where we're going to get into the emphasis and strong tags. Now, emphasizing things are basically, the browser will italicize. And it's not intended to just italicize, it's to emphasize a point. So let's take these first 3 words, and even though we're inside of the paragraph tag already, we can also add other tags. So we're going to type EM, and we must close that, so these first 3 words, so the first 3, and right after that we're going to do the closing emphasis tag, and let's save and go back to the browser, and you can see how these are italicized. And like I said, the browser italicizes them by default styling. It's not just to italicize them. That's not what emphasis means. It's to emphasize a point, although that's what the browser does by default. Now on our next line, what I'm going to do is we're going to add the strong tag. Now the strong tag, what we'll do is bold. And like I said before with the emphasis, and it's not just intended to bold something, it's an even stronger emphasis. And there really isn't any standard on how to use these. They're just 2 very useful elements for you. So let's go back to the web page, and you can see that they're bold. And they're very useful for when you really want to emphasize something. But now what I'm going to show you guys is the horizontal rule. Now in between the 2 paragraphs, we're going to indent, and we're going to type HR. And we don't close this, and I didn't bring this up in the last video. I probably should have. It's just like the line break. They're called void elements. That means they don't have any closing tags because there's nothing that you can put inside of them. Now, a horizontal rule basically means it's going to split up these 2 paragraphs with a line. And it's not a border. Borders will be added in CSS, But horizontal rules just create a line across the page to, it's kind of like emphasizing something by just splitting them up from each other, so you can emphasize the first paragraph and then emphasize the second paragraph. Now, this concludes our fourth video in the series, and our fifth video is also going to be another basic text video, which is going to be quotes. So, once again, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you can continue along with the series. Thanks. Don't forget to check out our forum at onetut.net.